Hi, Palak Chheda here. I'm one of the solutions architect with Britive. Today we'll look at how Britive can help manage access to Linux machines. Britive has the ability to grant temporary elevated permissions to individual Linux machines or group of servers at any given point in time. The beauty lies in kind of the ephemeral access that is granted through Britive. Every access, every permission, every certificate that Britive creates to Linux machines is short-lived and is governed through Britive's access policy. Right. So here, the idea is that every access that is granted goes through the Britive's policy verification and audit requirements before the user is granted that access. On the left here, what you're seeing is kind of the end user dashboard where users has access to all the resources and they're granted access to these resources through their group memberships or any kind of their identity information that helps Brightive make a decision on who can do what level of access or who can have what level of access. You will notice here as that on one of the servers here, I have sudo level of access and permissions, and then on the other server, I have no sudo access, right? So I can only get into that server without any kind of sudo privileges, right? I'll show a quick example of how this would work in action. So here on the right, I'm going to kind of try to start an SSH connection to that demo 02 machine, right? I'm trying to get in with the no sudo access. Here you will notice that on the left, that profile was automatically checked out. Britive created a short-lived session along with the short-lived SSH key for me to be able to log in to that machine. Couple of things to note here. As that access is granted, the checkout happens automatically and it is just short-lived access. And the access is always granted to the users themselves, right? Now, obviously, since it's a no sudo session, if I do something like sudo su, I'll be asked for the password, which I never know, right? So I've never be able to kind of elevate myself to become a sudo user. I can also run maybe this update command that requires some level of sudo permissions. I'll be denied that access once again here in this case as well, right? So I can try to do as much as I want, but without the right level of permissions, I'll be only be able to do the things that I'm allowed to do. I can exit out of this session, and at that point, basically that access is no longer active on my machine, and I can also check in that profile if I needed to. Or this check profile would be checked in automatically when the clock runs down. The other way or other mechanism would be kind of proxied way of access. So for things like Linux machines or RDP access, if you want users just to be able to create session right from within the browser, that is proxied, and we can do session recording on top of it as well. So here in this scenario, since I'm elevating myself to sudo permission on this server, Britive is actually asking me to do a step-up authentication, right? So unless I provide my step-up authentication, there wouldn't be any session that is created for me, right? Here at the checkout, I have 4 hours of access on that Linux machine, and that session was completely recorded with Britive Bridge, right? So here I'm in that recorded session on the left, and I can now elevate myself to become a sudo user as well. So on this server, since I'm allowed to have sudo access, I can run sudo and then maybe run some sudo commands as well. Right, in this scenario, everything that I'm doing on this session, all the keystrokes and everything is recorded as well with our Britive Bridge proxy in place. So it's a proxied session with session recording active, and access is always granted at that level, right? You would notice that there is actually an authorized key that has been added to my home directory. So if I cat out my SSH authorized keys here, these were the keys that essentially are created by Britive, and they are short-lived in session, right? So these are some of the other keys that are yet to expire for me. But in this scenario, this is the key that is being used for me to essentially log in. And each key is tagged with a transaction ID here in the session as well. I can close the session out and exit myself out of it. And in that case, essentially, I've lost access to that server. All the sessions that were recorded and all the user activity is available for administrator as well. So as a bridge administrator, I can log into the dashboard and see all the sessions that the users have had, right? And I can replay any of these sessions. I can look at what commands each of those users kind of performed in those sessions, and everything is kind of readily available right away as long as the session is in action or the session is finished, right? So yeah, this was a quick look at what Britive can do for Linux access and how ephemeral access is granted to the users as and when they need them, and that access is removed after a short period of time. Thank you.